Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, whichever part of the day you are watching this video. My name is Danira. Today I feel inspired to talk about what has a GPS got to do with goals. Have you ever had an experience of feeling excited, a little lost, maybe a bit anxious after being invited to a function or a party? Only because you do not recognize the address. You haven't driven to that area before. The thought of going excites you, but that feeling of being on the road and not knowing where to go, which way to turn, just puts you off the whole event. Maybe home seems like the best option. It's safer and the feeling of security arises. Does this bring back some memories? I have had such vivid pictures in my mind. When I had to travel to a certain location, even today I remember it. This was many years ago. I only had to go to this particular place once a month. I worked in the IT industry and we released the changes we made to the system during those times. And I cannot tell you the immense, overwhelming feeling I had every time I had to do this journey. I remember creating a landmark on the side of the road. It was colorful buildings. And every time I had to take the trip, I wondered if the buildings were painted a different color or if it was demolished. And I could feel my heart beating in my toes every single time, wondering, what happened to my landmark? What if my landmark is no longer there? Afraid that my thoughts will become reality. As soon as I'd see the coloring buildings on my horizon, I felt immense relief. It was an episode that played on every single time for many years. Now I'm talking of days when there was no GPS, or at least I didn't have one, and there was no Google Maps for me. Did you have those days? Now, can you remember when you got a GPS or Google Maps? How fab was that? How did you feel? Relieved? Excited? Ready to get going? Yeah. I remember those feelings too. I was in my element of blissfulness. I'd even blast the music and sing on top of my voice because I felt comfortable. I felt at peace that I knew where I was going. I had full faith in that small piece of machinery, that device. I trusted the process. Now think about a journey where you were following the GPS closely and suddenly there's no connection. What feelings emerged for you? Was it happiness? Joy? Fulfillment? No, I didn't think so. It probably was, oh goodness, and you're scuffling around to try and punch the address in again, feeling quite irritated by the whole process and feeling anxious because you need to take a turn and you don't know where to do that. It is a feeling that you don't want to feel. Now you must be wondering, what has all of this got to do with GPS and goals? And I tell you, it's got everything to do with it. Because if you really think about it, goals are like GPSs. When you really look at everything, you will realize it. I discovered that if we want to achieve a fulfilled and happy life, we should give those raging emotions that seem a bit wacky and out of place some e-time. Thoughts precede emotions, so technically we are giving the thoughts in our head some tea time. E-time is for emotional time, tea time is for thought time. Now this ET time is not just ordinary time, it is genuine time to extract those thoughts from our head and the emotions in our heart and make it a reality. And a great way to do that is through creating a goal. Now, not just any goal, a goal that inspires and motivates us to achieve what we deem crazy and out of this place. The I can't do that thoughts. Our emotions are our own personal GPS, our own guided personal system. Imagine that. We've had this with us for as long as we know ourselves, and we didn't even realize it. We didn't heed its importance. Our emotions tells us a story. It tells us how we are actually feeling about something, and when we listen to our emotions, our feelings, we can direct our lives in the way that it needs to go. I believe that we are always working on a goal. If it is not ours, then whose is it? I see it like renting a property. You're paying to stay, maintaining it, but it will never be ours. We will never own it. all the time, energy, and money that went into it felt good at the time. But now when you look back at it, where's the payout? There's nothing wrong with renting a property. But this is the way I put it into perspective. If we are always working on a goal and we realize it is not our own goal, then maybe it's time we sit and reflect on how to make things a reality for ourselves. Set upon a goal, break it down into smaller pieces so that it does not feel so huge and scary to go after, and then take action. I'm a transformational life coach, and I have seen people set goals for the first time in their lives and work towards it and accomplish it. It is possible. I thought that I'd share this with you. These are times where we have to step out of our shadow and into our light. Time to think differently, more creatively, use our resources more resourcefully. I hope that this has assisted you in some way. Please like my video so that more people can also be part of this journey. Let's see how we can help influence change in this world by beginning with ourselves. Wishing you a blessed and most beautiful day, and may your goal become your goal for life, your GPS system. Thank you.